What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So we've pulled the VT into the garage and we're getting ready to do the next video on it. So we obviously need to paint this thing. I've decided that instead of just doing the boot and a couple of bits and pieces here and there, she's pretty worse for wear. I've looked over it a little bit better and she's pretty worse for wear. So we're gonna do complete closed door respray. The inside door jambs and all that, that's all pretty good still. There's no need to paint that because it's all in pretty good condition. So otherwise we're going to do a closed door respray. So we're going to start taking apart pretty much all the lights, all the trims, everything we can take off, we'll take off. The rest will be masked up, but I've got the boys to take out the windscreen from Mount Barker Windscreens. So they came down and they were really good. They took the windscreen out and they were going to put the windscreen back in. However, they were running short of some different, what do you call it? Of the trim that goes around the window. So they said, oh, we'll probably have that in a couple of days. And I said, look, don't worry about it. Just leave the windscreen out because we're going to need to paint it anyway. It's probably better that we leave the windscreen out. And I spoke to my painter and he said, yes, definitely leave the windscreen out. So we're going to leave that out for now. So I'll actually run a clip now of them taking that out because that happened on Tuesday. And I was at work, I was busy. So yeah, they came in and did it. And I'll run a clip now for that and then we'll come back to you. So now that you've seen that clip, the window's out. Window is all removed. I'm actually quite happy because there's no rust anywhere, not even a little speckle of rust anywhere around that windscreen. So I'm quite happy with that. We're also going to need a new bonnet. So we're going to replace that. And then, yeah, we're going to take these chrome trims off. These chrome trims, I don't know if you guys have a look online. I just saw a guy, I don't know whether they were the right ones or not. However, with this chrome strip, I saw a guy selling these for $2,000. Actually, it was $18.99 Australian dollars for 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 4 doors. That is absolutely crazy. So we must be careful with these and make sure we don't break them or bend them or anything like, oh, that one's already a bit sus. But things like this, we're going to take off the mirrors. I've ordered some new ones, new lights, some new indicators, side indicators. These V8 badges are worth more than gold, so we're going to try and save those as well. The Calais badges as well, they're quite expensive. So they all look really good. All the badges look really good on this car, so we're going to save all them. I've got a new petrol flap because that petrol flap is standard VT, VX, VY. It's broken, so we're going to put a new one of them on. And then, yeah, pretty much take the whole rear end off. We're going to take that rear bar off. We're going to block that hole up because you can't see it. I'm going to open the garage door. The hole that's for the tow bar. We're going to block that up as well. So we're going to start with the rear end. We'll take that off and we'll take that apart now. Then we're going to do things like side skirts, all the trims. We're going to do these trims as well. We're going to take these off because they're just on screws and we'll probably, yeah, they're a bit rusty, so we'll replace all those screws as well. So let's get to it, let's get cracking, let's get this thing done. I'm so excited, I just want to get this thing painted. Also, thank you everyone for the subscriptions. Thank you guys for the love on the last video. I really appreciate it. I didn't expect it to go that crazy. Or for me, it's crazy anyway. I know for YouTube standards, that's not really crazy, but for me it is, and I really appreciate it. Really appreciate all the subscriptions. So thank you again, and let's get this thing done. we're going to start taking apart this rear end. I've got my boy filming for me. He's bear with him, he's learning still. He did really well in the last one. I got him to do a little bit while I was vacuuming, so he did really well in that, but bear with him. If he screws it up a little bit, we might edit it out anyway. Alright, so we're going to start taking these rear lights, tail lights out. And we're going to screw, there's 3 screws here, oh sorry, 2 screws. Oh, that's doing it up. We'll probably get new ones of those because they're not the best looking. Right, so that's those 2. And just be careful with these, you don't want to break them. I haven't taken one of these apart in a very long time, so bear with me. Oh, there we go. And we'll just undo. There we go. Blinker and brake light, and that's pretty much it. It's just those 2 there that were a bit stuck. So they're nice and easy to come out. This one's broken right there on the corner, so we're going to replace that one. But yeah, all right, let's move on to the next one. Side, same thing, same position. And there's another 2 8mm right there, one there, and one on the other side in exactly the same position. And then there's 4 of these with screws in them, and these are the screws that go in there. Okay, so there's one there, one in this little hole, one in this hole, and then there's one just here, which a bit hard to see. It's right there, but you have to put your screwdriver in on a bit of an angle and just undo it a little bit, and you can do it by hand. And then let's see if it comes off. Oh, actually we're gonna have to, because they're kind of clips, aren't they? Push them out. Yep, there we go. Okay, so trying to record and take these off. Okay, we're taking this little bit off as well. May as well paint that while we're there. Pop this over here. I've lost my little helper. He's gone to his mate's house, but that's okay. And then that comes off. So bear with me 1 second while I put the camera down and we'll get that off. Okay, so I had to get the number plate light cable through. That was hooked up, so I had to disconnect that, and then there's a little grommet right there that you had to pull out of the boot lid. So, but that's off. So we'll pop that down, and we'll keep moving. We need to get through this pretty quickly. We're going to pop onto that rear bumper now. We're going to take that off. Shall open the boot lid again. But yeah, we're going to take that bar off now. That'll be the next thing. And then we'll move on to the front end and yeah, let's keep going. let me get rid of this. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so that bonnet's rubbish. We do have another one that I'll put on. I've got to paint the underside of it first though. So once I paint that, then we can put that on. We'll leave that for now. Right, onto the headlights and front bumper, everything else around the front here. Right, so front bumper's off. Not the way I wanted to take it off, however, it's off. It needs to be fixed anyway. So let's have a look at what's behind there. We've got the foggies. They're good, they work. Right. What's that? Ambient air temp sensor. Yes, ambient air temp sensor's right there. Surely there's a spot for that, right? I can't remember where they used to go. It doesn't just hang there, right? Let me know in the comments. That ambient air temperature doesn't hang there, does it? I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. Might be going in the front bar here somewhere. Anyway, we'll get the headlights out now. And then that's pretty much front end done. We don't have to take any of these brackets off. They're all good. Right, that's pretty much it. And we'll actually start taking these out now as well. There you go. Oh, broken anyway. New ones. New ones are coming. Good. No good. They're in the bin. Actually, we'll keep these. They come out? They do, don't they? Yep. Excellent. They do work, I know that much. We'll throw the rest out. Almost ready for the paint shop. We're in pieces, as you can see behind me there. Not much left on it. We've taken pretty much everything off. We'll go have a look around. So the front end is completely apart, and we've taken off side mirrors, the mouldings as you've seen. Pretty much everything's apart. Now we may look at changing these. Well, we have to because they're not in the best condition. Pretty sure you can get these from anywhere, these chrome little strips. Just have to pull the old ones out and stick the new ones in. All the badges are off. I've taken pretty much everything off the back end, apart from that wing. I'm going to let the paint shop do that because that's glued on with some pretty serious glue. What else have we got? She's almost ready to go. I haven't made too much of a mess in the garage. We've got the front bar there. We're going to move everything. I'm going to start sanding all these down. I'm trying to cram as much as I can into these videos. They're going to be too long if I put absolutely everything in there, so I'm trying to do as best as I can to show you as much as I can. So bear with me. The next video is probably going to be me going to the mechanic. So I need to get it on the hoist as soon as this gearbox arrives. When that arrives, I'll probably take it to the mechanic and I'll do probably give it a service, brakes, put the gearbox in. Anything that needs to be done while it's on the hoist, I'll do that then, because I want it to be driving when it goes to the painter. So that'll be the next video, hopefully next week or during the week. If my mechanic has a spare hoist somewhere in the afternoon, I'll pop down there and I'll do that one afternoon and get it out of the way, or even maybe next Saturday. We'll see how we go, and then I'll hopefully have another video out next Sunday. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you're enjoying the videos, and if you are enjoying them, hit that little like button down the bottom and also subscribe. We're at 500 already. Absolutely loving all the likes and the views on the video, on the previous video. If you haven't watched the previous video though, I'll put a link in the description or up here somewhere, and you can go and watch it if you like. But yeah, thank you very much for all the love on the videos, and we'll see you in the next one. See you guys.